So in this next video, we're going to take a look at a sweep with a twist. Now this is an option that was added inside of Inventor 2015. If you have an older version of Inventor other than 2015, you're not going to have this functionality in there. Now it doesn't mean you can't do certain things I'm going to show you. You might have to use a different command, or you might have some limitations in how you can do it inside of the older version. Again, this is a newer feature. So we're going to take a look at the sweep with a twist. And here I have the Twisted Sweep IPT open. I'm going to start my sweep command, grab my profile, which will be, in this case, this square here. And the path will be just this simple straight line. Now, right now, that doesn't look like anything but an extrusion. But if I go here to my twist option, this controls the amount of degrees of rotation that the profile goes through as it goes along its path. So here, if I make it 360 degrees, it will rotate 360 degrees from start to finish. If I bump this up to something larger, like 1080, so it goes through multiple rotations as it goes along this. Previous versions of Inventor, you would use the coil command to do something very similar to this. So why do I need the twist option inside of Inventor 2015 with a sweep command? Let's take a look at an example of that. Here I'm going to hit cancel and modify Sketch 2. And over here, I'm going to add on an arc and some other geometry. So I'll just start my line command, click and hold on my endpoint here, and trace that out. And I'll go straight down with this, create my other arc down there. Add a few dimensions here. Do 20 on that, 20 on that, and why not 20 there too? Finish my sketch, and we'll go back and take a look at what we have here. If I do my sweep again, this time I'm going to choose my profile to be this circle. Right now I have optimized for single selection turned on, so that means it's going right over to my path option now. However, if I want more profiles chosen, I do have to go back and select the profile button and then pick more profiles each time actually. So I'll go back each time by choosing profile. So there I have my 4 circular profiles. And as you can see, it's sweeping along there. However, this is actually a braided cable. So I would like to have this start to twist itself as it goes through here. So I'll start my twist tool here, and I'll do 1080 as it goes throughout this whole process. Now, maybe I need to go a little bit larger. How about I just multiply this times 2 quick? And I'll say OK. Now, you get an error message that says, the path does not intersect the profile. It's best that it does intersect. And this just means I didn't start on the path. So I had these circles around that path geometry. That's okay. This is more cautionary than anything else, and we can say yes to that. There's quite a bit of geometry here that does get calculated, so it might take a moment. But what's happening is I'm twisting that multiple times, not only in that linear segment, but also the arc, another linear segment, and another arc, all the way around. Now, you could not do this in the older versions of Inventor. And some people were requiring this, so it's something they definitely added. And that's one example of it. Now, over here on this other file, the Twisted Spring, here I already have a sweep that's been completed with a twist. Now, I created this one as a surface. So this one was basically this little line segment here, swept up with a spline, and I put a twist on it of 360 degrees times a multiplier called rotation multi. And that's just a parameter I have. I believe it's currently set at 10 for the rotation multiplication. So I'll choose OK for that. And you can see what it creates. What I want to do next is take this wire diameter here and sweep this around my coiled surface to create a coiled spring or a twisted spring. What I need to do is create a path for it though. All I have right now is a surface and a profile. I need a path for it to follow. I'll go up here and start my 3D sketch command, and I'll use my include geometry tool and simply choose the outside edge of that surface. Now I'll finish the sketch, start my sweep, path and profile. No twist or taper needed, and there we have it. Now as I go back and change my parameters for rotation multi, currently it's set at 10. Maybe I want to set that at 12. Choose done. And that will update.